They've got your social security number, got your driver's license number. If that doesn't scare the shit out of you, I don't know what will. This applies to literally everyone, but especially now to the millions of T-Mobile customers who were victims of this insane hack. I'm going to show you how to check if you've been impacted by this hack and are currently at risk. I'm also going to show you what you need to do right now, and I mean right now, in order to protect yourself and your online identity from becoming a victim of yet another fraud. As far as hacks go, this one is particularly bad and right up there. So much personal information was leaked, including your first and last name, date of birth, social security number, and even your license and ID information. Now, you know this is the kind of information that somebody needs in order to take out a bank loan, buy a new car, and basically ruin your credit score, and even worse, steal your online identity. Look, whilst this is an ongoing investigation into exactly what happened and exactly what info was stolen and who is impacted, do not wait until they figure this stuff out. Here are a whole bunch of steps that you can do right now to protect yourself. So, step number 1, freeze your credit report. You need to put a hold on your credit report right now. This means that if somebody's trying to use your information to run a basic credit search against your name, they're simply not going to be able to. So whatever dodgy transaction they're currently trying to do that requires your credit score will fail. All you need to do is head over to TransUnion website, to Equifax's website, and Experian's website, and use their various methods to freeze your credit report. And yes, you have to do all three. Links to all these will be in the description below, of course. Remember that after doing that, if you yourself want to buy a new car or upgrade your cell phone or basically anything that requires a credit report, you're first going to need to contact these companies to unfreeze your own report. Right, let's move on to step number 2. You need to monitor your credit. Speaking of credit, there are various services that monitor your credit proactively. Credit Karma does it for free. Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian do it, but they do have a fee associated with that, but they also have additional services that they offer for that price. Look, whilst it's great that we can monitor our credit, what we really also want to do is monitor our online identity. And that leads me on to step number 3. ID theft protection. Companies like LifeLock, Identity Guard are just some services that for a small fee will continuously monitor the web and the dark web to see if your social security number and other sensitive information is currently being shared. Now, obviously, T-Mobile wants to protect its customers, so it's offering 2-year free McAfee ID theft protection. I will leave a link down below so you know how to activate this on your account. T-Mobile also has an app called Scam Shield that you can activate. This is a way to block scam calls, identify who is calling, even for people that are not in your contacts, and even report scam calls that you received manage to sneak through the system so you can report it and update the system so it improves at all time. Right, let's move on to step number 4, which is how you can check if you've been affected by the T-Mobile hack or frankly any other hack. If you want to check if your information is floating out there somewhere in the dark web, there are a couple of ways to check that. So head over to haveibeenpawned.com, spell that one correctly, and see if your info pops up in some database for sale out there. Simply enter your info and see if you can see a message that says, "Oh no." That message means it is out there. Scroll down, it will tell you where it was leaked, and of course go and change your password ASAP for that account. If you're a Google Gmail account user, you can also head over into passwords.google.com. Simply go to the password checkup and click on check password. And this brings me on to step number 5 is changing your password. Go and change your passwords ASAP, especially the password to your email, because as you know, if someone wants to reset any services, they click the "I forgot my password" button, it sends you an email, and if they've got access to that, well, they've got access to your accounts. Step number 6 is use two-factor authentication. Come on, you know that you need to do that. Use two-factor authentication, but please don't use the SMS for the one-time password, that OTP. If somebody manages to clone your SIM card, and let's be honest, with the information that was leaked from T-Mobile, they've got enough information to be able to do that, they will receive the SMS, so in case, what's the point? What you want is a hardware solution like Google Titan or the Yubico keys that requires an actual physical device to access the various services that you use. If these are not available in your country or you don't want to drag around a piece of hardware with you, at the very least, use the Google Authenticator app. You'll be required to enter a sequence of numbers when you log in, and these numbers are always changing, making it virtually impossible for anybody to get into your account, even if they have your username and password. And speaking of password, please use a password manager and stop relying on your browser to save your password. Stop reusing the same passwords across multiple devices. Get your password managers to come up with a really strong password. Check out more on password managers over here. Also check out this video over here that YouTube thinks you should watch. Hit the head somewhere on the screen to subscribe, and I will see you in this video, or I'll see you in both. Let's go.